Hello there everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a brand new range of golf balls from Callaway Golf to talk to you about. So we've got the new Chrome Tour X and the new Chrome Soft balls to tell you a little bit about the technology, but also about how each of these balls could suit your game. So as usual, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, see loads more content from all of us here at Golfshake to help you play more and play better. So let's talk about these golf balls. Well, Chrome Soft has been a golf ball that's been around for ages, and it's kind of a family that has evolved over the years into Chrome Soft X, and Chrome Soft XLS throughout the last few years. Callaway have tried to kind of differentiate between Chrome Soft and the new Chrome Tour and Chrome Tour X golf balls by kind of making those two sort of standalone as their tour level ball, if you like, and the Chrome Soft now kind of suit the wider range of golfer. Now, it was a little bit kind of blurry before in terms of what golf ball was going to suit you, but hopefully during this video we should be able to show you which of these golf balls will suit different types of golfer. So let's start with Chrome Soft, okay? This is the one that many of you will have used over the years, really. I mean, and it's a golf ball that has evolved kind of over the last few seasons, really, to be one that is slightly softer in feel to the other two golf balls that have been out, but maybe hasn't spun as much. And this model is similar in that regard. It's a three-piece construction that we see now. We've actually got one of the new retail boxes here for the True Track version that we see there. So the boxes stayed the same colour, so it's that nice red colour that we all associate with Chrome Soft when we go in the shop. This, I've obviously got the 360 printed version, but we've obviously got the True Track version, the plain white version. There's lots of different types of golf ball that are available in Chrome Soft now. So like I say, it's a three-piece construction. It's going to feel really, really soft off the face. In terms of the long game spin, it's quite low. So for those of you that spin the ball a lot, this could be a really, really good option. It's also less workable than the other two golf balls. So potentially if you're someone who does slice the ball a lot, this Chrome Soft golf ball could help you out. It's not going to feel quite as good and spin quite as much as, let's say, the Chrome Tour when we have a look at that around the greens, but it's still going to feel soft and it's still going to spin a decent amount as well. And like I say, with it being three-piece, slightly different construction to the other two. So let's move on to the Chrome Tour and Chrome Tour X. Well, I've only got the box for Chrome Tour here, but you can see brand new colour in this gold colour. It's a black box for the X as well. And in this golf ball, we're going to see a four-piece construction, same with the X as well. There's a few different sort of proprietary technologies that Callaway have used in all three of these golf balls. So in terms of the hyper-fast soft core, so they've changed the core construction in these golf balls completely to make them really quick off the face, but also feel nice and soft, which is quite a difficult thing to do because normally soft you equate to being quite slow off the face. But what Callaway have managed with this and the precision technology that they use allows that ball to come off quicker, and the precision technology is all about getting you to hit more greens as well. So in terms of the core technology, that's going to help you hit it a bit further. We've got a urethane cover on these golf balls, which obviously adds to the quality and the feel of it. And in terms of how Chrome Tour and Chrome Tour X kind of work with each other, we're going to find that Chrome Tour is going to feel softer. So when we hit it with driver and when we put and chip with it, it's going to feel softer. It's going to be ever so slightly lower in flight in terms of your long game. And it's not going to spin as much as the X around the greens as well. So you're going to find with X, it's slightly higher launching in the longer clubs. We're going to get a little bit more spin with it, and it's certainly going to spin more around the greens, but it is going to feel firmer. So that X feels firmer. The Chrome Tour feels softer, but we're also getting different spin characteristics with those two balls. Now that's what Callaway say. We're going to hit some on the Trackman in here. We're going to put all three models to the test. And what I'm going to do is hit some with a 54-degree wedge. So I'm going to hit some little kind of 50, 60 yard pitch shots with each one and see how the spin differs. I'm then going to hit some full 7-iron shots with all of the golf balls and then drivers as well to hopefully give you a bit of a flavour of how each of these golf balls performs at the sort of swing speed that I'm hitting them at, and shows you the differences in spin and launch, etc., and which golf ball could suit you the best. Right, let's go hit some. So as I said, we're going to start off using a 54-degree wedge. So I'm just going to hit some little kind of 50, 60-yard pitch shots with each of the golf balls and give you a bit of feedback as I go. So I'm going to start off with Chrome Soft. So this should feel extremely soft and maybe not spin as much as the others, but we'll have a bit of a look at that when we get to the data at the end. Certainly does feel very soft off the face. Almost feels like it kind of melts onto the club face when you hit it, actually. And I've always found that with Chrome Soft whenever I've used it, particularly chipping and putting, it does feel extremely soft. Some of you out there will absolutely love that feel with a golf ball, but some of you absolutely won't. Some of you will really like a ball that feels a little bit firmer, but like I say, it does feel extremely soft, and certainly even when you're kind of bouncing it on the wedge there, you can feel just how soft it is on the club face. Right, let's move on to Chrome Tour, okay? So this should feel that little bit firmer. Should still feel quite soft though, yeah? So out of the two Tour level golf balls, Chrome Tour is the softest feel, remember. So let's have a few hits with that. Yeah, there's definitely more of a click off it than there was with Chrome Soft, so very different sound. Does feel a tiny bit firmer. Doesn't feel like it kind of sticks to the face like the Chrome Soft did. There's definitely, I don't know if you can pick that up just in the audio, that clickier sort of sound that we get with it, which is what you would kind of associate with a Tour level golf ball, to be honest. So yeah, it does feel that bit firmer, but I wouldn't say it's a firm feeling golf ball, but it's definitely that bit clickier. Right, now when we move on to Chrome Tour X, this one is the one that should feel and sound the hardest and clickiest, but will probably spin the most on these sort of partial shots that we're hitting here. Yeah, it definitely clicks a little bit more, doesn't it, when we're hitting it? Which I don't mind, to be honest. I've used Chrome Soft X for the last couple of years, and it certainly sounds and feels a little bit more like that. Some of you may not feel any difference between the three golf balls, and that's absolutely fine, but you can definitely feel it's a bit clickier. Now, the only sort of negative I would have on that is that sometimes when I've used a golf ball that does feel a little bit firmer and a bit clickier, when I'm putting with it, I struggle to gauge the distance, as crazy as it sounds. It just feels like I need to hit it softer because it clicks a little bit more and it sounds a bit firmer. I know that's a bit of a stupid thing to say, but as soon as I've moved back into a kind of softer feeling golf ball, I've always found that I got the distance better on my putting and my chip shots, really. But yeah, I mean, it does click a little bit more than the others, and it does sound that little bit louder. You can definitely hear that when you hit that shot. Right, let's move on and hit some with 7-iron and see if we can feel the same difference. So we'll go back to Chrome Soft again with 7-iron and see if we see those same things. So remember, it felt very sort of buttery soft off the face. Yeah, and it certainly does again with 7-iron, really. It feels extremely soft when we hit it. We get a nice high flight with it, but it's pretty straight. So this one should be the golf ball that moves the least in the air, if you like. It's the one that's kind of designed to do so. Again, yeah, it feels nice, but like I say, it's much, much softer than the golf balls I'm used to, really. Let's just hit one more. Again, it doesn't feel bad, it just feels really, really soft off the face, which some of you will absolutely love. Right, let's move to Chrome Tour. So this is where we should start to see a bit of a difference, maybe slightly firmer feel and maybe slightly lower spin than what we're seeing in the other couple of models that we've got. Certainly a difference in the sound when you strike it, that little click that it's got in there. But again, similar result, nice and straight. Again, feels really good off the face. I would say of the ones that I've tried so far, the pitching and 7-iron shots have felt the best with this golf ball, with the Chrome Tour, but I've not hit the X yet with the 7-iron, so. Certainly sounds really good, I think, off the face. It's more of a like a crunchier sort of sound when you hit it. Let's move on to the X and see what we do there. Similar sort of sound really to the Chrome Tour. Remember, this should launch and spin a little bit more on those longer shots. Again, nice sort of straightish shot. Yeah, feels really good. Again, I can't really tell the difference between those two balls when I'm hitting them now. We'll see better when we get hitting a load more shots and have a bit of a look at the data. But yeah, certainly the two tour balls do feel noticeably different now when hitting a longer shot than the Chrome Soft. So yeah, well, let's hit some drivers. Let's see exactly how they perform with those as well. So we'll now hit some with the driver, starting off again with Chrome Soft. So remember, this was the softest feeling, certainly I thought so, when hitting the wedges and the 7-iron. So we'll see what it's like when we hit driver. Feels quite good. Definitely on the soft side, I would say, but still feels better than I was expecting it to. Certainly doesn't feel as soft now I'm hitting driver as it did when hitting the 7-iron and the wedge. Let's just hit a couple more. But yeah, it feels good off the face. Certainly feels firmer than I was expecting it to, and definitely firmer than it felt when hitting the iron and the wedge. So let's try then Chrome Tour. And again, this one, with the 7-iron, there was definitely a difference in the sound between Chrome Soft and Chrome Tour and Chrome Tour X. So maybe we'll see that with driver as well. Definitely feels firmer off the face, 100%, but not in a bad way. Kind of what I'm used to feeling when hitting a driver, really. So yeah, I think it kind of stacks up quite well with what I've used in the past. Feels good, feels really, really solid. I like the feel of it. And yeah, it just kind of reminds me of the golf balls that I've been using. I've been using Callaway golf ball now for quite a long time, and certainly doesn't feel too different to the balls that I've used over the past couple of years. So I've generally been Chrome Soft X. I've used LS a little bit, but X more often than not, and it certainly feels similar with a driver to that. Right, let's try the X. Again, feels good. Definitely a higher pitch sound. That first shot I've hit there was a good strike, and I can definitely see it's peaking a bit higher than Chrome Tour did, but that's what it's exactly what it's designed to do. Again, interesting to see when we have a look at the numbers whether that's the case. Definitely comes off a bit higher. Yeah, I don't know why. Two decent strikes there. Definitely a bit more launch. Still nice and straight and pretty good, and again feels really nice off the face, but there's a definite difference in the height that it's getting to. Again, it feels really good. All of them feel really good. It'd be interesting to see when we have a look at the data how they differ in terms of the spins with all the different clubs that we've used. But yeah, let's go and have a look. So now let's take a look at the data when we're using all three of these golf balls. So we'll start with the wedges, okay? So the 54-degree wedge, we can see there, the most spin out of all of them I was getting with Chrome Soft, okay? So that's slightly different to what we would have expected, and certainly what Callaway is saying. They're saying that X should spin the most for those kind of partial round the green or pitchy sort of shots, and I've actually seen it spin the least, okay? So it may be me, don't get me wrong, but yeah, certainly we're seeing Chrome Soft spin quite nicely. In terms of the distance control and the kind of feel as a feedback thing, I actually found the Chrome Tour probably felt the nicest to pitch with off the face. it certainly felt harder than Chrome Soft. For me, Chrome Soft just feels too soft. To many of you out there who don't hit it as hard and don't compress it as much, you're probably going to find it performs really, really nicely. And certainly price point wise, it's the same as all across the board with all three of these balls. So we're expecting similar performance. When we move on to 7-iron, we can see that now the spin is again the highest in Chrome Soft, which is a little higher than I would expect to hit it with a 7-iron. Certainly the X around the 6,000 mark is kind of what I would expect, and the Chrome Tour dropping slightly lower than that. We can see that the difference that has on the distance in a full 7-iron is, so from Chrome Soft, so 179 carry, 185, then we're going 182 carry, 190 in the Chrome Tour, and then in Chrome Tour X we're seeing 186 carry, 193. So I'm getting a little bit more ball speed out of the X when it comes to hitting irons, which is not what I expected, to be honest. I thought the Chrome Tour would probably be better, and just purely because of the lower spin, we're actually seeing that little bit more spin for me and a little bit more ball speed. Now, when we move into driver, this is where we see a bit of a difference in the spins. Again, Chrome Soft spinning the most. So, and that's kind of what I would expect. And we can see the distance difference in the three of them as well, and a bit of a difference in the height. So what I'm seeing with Chrome Soft is that it's peaking around the 100-foot mark, which is about the same as Chrome Tour. Spin-wise, though, it's about 200 RPM higher in spin. So the Chrome Tour spinning that a little bit lower, which is why I'm getting a bit more run out of it. Also, the ball speed ever so slightly quicker at 170 miles an hour versus 169. So it's negligible, really, the difference between the two. But we can see in terms of total distance, that equates to about 5 yards. All right. Now, then when we look at Chrome Tour X, I can see it's coming off quicker. It's spinning nice and low, really, 2,600 RPM, which is good. But if we look at the carry, it's up nearly 300 yards and 320 as a total. And it's going the highest, yeah? It's almost 20 feet higher than the other two golf balls at its peak, which again is what it's designed to do. So what I would say is throughout this test, I'm seeing some of the golf balls kind of buck the trend of what they're supposed to do and what they're designed to do. But overall, when we look at the driver numbers, we're seeing pretty much exactly what they're supposed to do. So we're seeing that the X is the higher flighting golf ball. We're seeing a little bit more spin with it compared to Chrome Tour, but still lower spin than Chrome Soft, which is probably what I would have expected when hitting these drivers without even knowing much about them. But we can see that's quite a big difference in distance from Chrome Soft to Chrome Tour X. It's 10 yards, which is quite a lot. But overall, having hit them all, which ball would I put in play? Well, looking at the data here, I would say that X kind of wins out on the long game, so the 7-iron and the driver stats. But when we're looking at the wedge, the Chrome Soft is actually spinning a little bit more. Now that might be something that I would look for in a short game, kind of the way I want my short game to be. I want obviously plenty of spin around the greens and a lot of control. But certainly the Chrome Tour for me has spun a little bit more there as well. So I'm kind of a mixture. I think I would probably go for Tour X just purely because of what I'm seeing with the long game. And I don't know whether it's a bit of a anomaly that I've seen in the shorter game stuff, that it spins a little bit less. But I think feel-wise from putting, I think I'm going to prefer Chrome Tour. So I'm a little bit torn, to be honest. I mean, I would say if you're that player who really does need a bit more spin and help, then Chrome Soft is the ball for you. If you want something that is going to spin a little bit lower, then Chrome Tour. And if you want that slightly higher flight and a little bit firmer feel, look for Chrome Tour X. But yeah, hopefully that's given you a bit of a feel for what these golf balls are going to do for you when you try them. You may find completely different results to me, but go out and try these golf balls because they are extremely good. Callaway are coming on leaps and bounds all the time in golf ball technology, and to be honest, over the last 3 or 4 years I've thought they were very good. These are even better, and certainly when I got to test them over in Texas against the industry leading golf ball of Pro V1, I saw quite a big jump in the ball speed that I was getting when we tried it over there. So Yeah, I mean, I definitely would say go and try these golf balls. Go and see if you're going to get a distance difference and a bit more ball speed. Go to a good Callaway fitter and someone that's going to allow you to try different golf balls. If you've got any questions about them, obviously pop them in the comment section below. Be more than happy to answer anything that you've got around golf ball and which golf balls might suit your game a little bit better. And we'll see you all very, very soon.